Welcome, Gemini. This is your monthly focus for March 2023, and what a month it's going to be. I tell you, the energy is all over the place. We will definitely be feeling the shifts. Everything moves, everything changes. This will be one of those months that we'll all look back on in some way, in some form, and say, yes, it started in March of 2023. That's when I took the first steps. That's when I had the thought. That's when it all began. So let's dive right into it. We start on March the 2nd, and Mercury moves into Pisces. Now, for you, that's your 10th house. So that's work and career. So get creative about work and career. Follow your intuition. If you're looking at changing jobs or going in a certain job search or something, follow your intuition for what's right for you, what will move you forward in the right ways. Get imaginative, okay? And yes, talk to God, your angels, or spirit guides. Allow spirituality to be a part of your voice. Okay, when you are looking at work, when you're looking at career, when you're looking at your responsibilities and obligations, when you look at how you are making the plan, how you are strategizing your tomorrow. On March the 7th, Saturn will move into Pisces. That's kind of a big deal because Saturn only moves signs once every about 3 years. So we have been going with Saturn through Aquarius, or Capricorn, Aquarius, and now it's moving into Pisces as well. Now just think about this for a second, okay? Because this is really dynamic for you when it comes to your work, when it comes to your career, when it comes to your growing your stature in the community or within the family. Your obligations, your responsibilities, making the plan, strategy, all that stuff, okay? When Mercury is in Pisces, we're thinking. Our thoughts are alive. They're growing. They're loose, so to speak. And we can really look and imagine this wondrous best life ever for ourselves. Or maybe it's just a portion of your life, but I mean, look at the whole picture if you can. Okay, now Saturn moves in there too. Okay, Saturn is going to give your dreams structure. Saturn is going to say, okay, if that's what you really want, let's make the plan. Let's roll up our sleeves. Let's get to work. Let's make some commitments to ourselves or to others to make the start to grow, to flourish, to make it into something tangible and real. So when it comes to your career, when it comes to where you want to go, I mean, you truly hold a paintbrush here to how you are going to create your tomorrow. Okay? The only limitations, truly, under this kind of energy coming into your life is the limitations that you're allowing to place on yourself. Now, also on March the 7th, the full moon goes into Virgo. For you, that's your 4th house. So it's all about building the foundation, building the home and family. I mean, this is definitely collectively, if you have any house renovations, okay, begin them, start them, end them. It's a beautiful kind of energy for that. That might be actually a little bit more for you. You know, allow yourself to dream about the future. March the 12th, Jupiter conjuncts Chiron. And I really don't hear anybody talking about this, but I'm going to include it because I think it's one of those things that only happen like once every 10 or 12 years. And I could be wrong on that, but, you know, Jupiter's got to come all the way around to meet Chiron. They're both, you know, not the fastest in the sky, that's for sure. And this allows us to have this intense, deep healing. Now, for you, it's with people, it's with groups of people. So maybe you've been hurt. Maybe you don't want to join a group of people mainly because you were shunned the last time, or it wasn't a right fit for whatever reason, or you felt like in some way you weren't really included or supported or loved, but it's some kind of group experience, I would think, for you, where you've been hurt and you carry those scars. And it doesn't allow you to walk forward in the way you want to walk forward because of that. And so Jupiter and Chiron get together in the sky and allows some beautiful, deep healing to come into your life. Now, this could be spiritual, this could be more philosophy driven. And you'll find answers, you'll find healing. It will tear down walls maybe you didn't even know were there. On March the 16th, Venus enters Taurus. Now, for you, that's your 12th house. So it's about really understanding what's beautiful, what has value in your life. Maybe it's people, maybe it's things, maybe it's environments, whatever. But really understand what has beauty in your life, and allow the other things to trickle off. And it could be your money too. You could be utilizing your money in a way that it doesn't really work for you, or it's not bringing in the happiness or the joy you expected by pushing your money in that direction, or how you utilize your money, or how money comes in, and is it worth it for you. Okay, so maybe you have something that you want to do, and you look at, you know, the amount of money that you'll generate from that, and it really doesn't balance with the amount of work or energy you're putting into it. And so it's time to relook at it. Okay, don't worry, because under this kind of energy, we find answers for things where we never thought we would find answers for it. Okay, so it's maybe through a person and talking to them or something. Who knows? March 19th, Mercury now leaves Pisces and goes into Aries. So once again, that's your 12th house. Well, we're more pioneering, absolutely. So, and we're more direct. So this could be very beneficial for you for allowing things to leave your life. Maybe it's through a conversation, but it's allowing something to dissipate, something to end, something, you know, and also the expressions of your ideas and your passion is so much stronger, and that wills you into certain things to let go of. So I think you're going to be having lots of different conversations around this. Maybe conversations with yourself. Prayer, meditation, allowing yourself to think things through. Okay, it's a lot about our thoughts, it's a lot about our communication. But for you, it's about letting go. To allow yourself to fill with passion. March 20th, Sun moves into Aries. So that's on friendships. That's on group experiences once again. And with the sun in there, we are bold, we are spontaneous. It's about new beginnings, it's about new starts. So you can find yourself joining new groups of people, like-minded people, supportive people, to really take you forward into maybe a brand new path, a brand new way of being, becoming. And it'll be an easy time for you to let go of the past, because the sun is shining on that difficulty that you are holding on to, that burden that you are holding on to. It is shining a light on it so that you pay attention to it and say, no, I'm not dealing with it anymore. It's done. It's over. So it's going to allow you a lot of beauty in starting to release some very important things in your life. Release some things that is very important to you in your life so that you can move forward in the way you want. On March the 23rd, Pluto will enter Aquarius. That's your 9th house. So, I mean, this is going to be amazing for you. Okay. Now, Pluto is the planet of death and rebirth. Pluto is uncovering the secrets, But Pluto, more than anything else, is our power. And so it's stepping into your wisdom, it's stepping into travel experiences, it's setting into an optimistic time in your life where you know that you are downloading knowledge. And there's so much knowledge to be had. And I think it's really good. Now, this is only happening for 3 months, okay? It's like a trailer to Pluto. Pluto bounce back into Capricorn, finish off all of our chapters and books, our paths on that front, and then we'll come back into Aquarius. So it's like we're getting the trailer version. So pay very close attention to what you're being shown, to seeing where the birth may be in your life, and where to bring in the power of, and it's power of knowledge. It's traveling in some way is in there. Maybe you gain knowledge from your travel experiences, being exposed to different cultures and different ways of life, different traditions, and it opens maybe a whole new perspective that allows you to step into some very bold and spontaneous and exciting things in your life. And then March 21st, we have a new moon, and a new moon in Aries. So the sun comes in on the 20th. The moon comes in directly behind, doesn't even get in the front door, and conjuncts with the sun and gives us our new moon. Now, our new moons for the last 3 or 4 or 5 months have all been at 1 degrees, which is very weird, but it's happening. But this time it doesn't even make it to 1 degrees. It's like 0 degrees in 48 minutes. So it's just inside the front door. It's on the threshold, and we're having the new moon. So talk about Happy New Year. Okay, because Aries always sets off the astrological new year, right? Sun in Aries is kind of it, but the new moon is like boom right there too. Like, I'm not missing this party. We're showing up on time for this. So we get this real fire energy, this bold energy, this individualistic kind of energy coming into our lives. It's there would be no better time in our life to step into something new than under this fantastic energy. Okay, it's at the beginning of a major cycle, and everything is changing. So everything is going to be a new experience as we walk forward in many ways. So this is all to do with the groups of people. So this could be your family setting. This could be, you get a new job, and that's your work family or something. But new groups, maybe towards some of your interests, your passions, your desires, like-minded people coming out. And on the 25th, Mars will move into Cancer. It was the only one that didn't move yet. So Mars says, hey, don't forget about me. Finally, after, I think it's been there since September. It has been there for an exaggeratedly long time. But it's finally moving. And for us, your voice, your communication, a little bit. I would have to say this has a lot to do with the growth of your safety and your finances, and kind of blending those into one. So I think you're going to take a very slow approach to looking at these things, maybe collectively as one unit or maybe separately. But you're looking at your finances, and maybe, are you safe? Do you have financial security, and how to grow that, or what habits do we need to let go of in order to grow that? Well, it could also be, it could be love. Yeah. Money security. Money security. I really think it's money security for you. So is your money working in security? How secure do you feel? Now, maybe this is where love is coming in. Does your family make you feel secure? Does your spouse or your partner or your best friend or the group that you belong with? I think there's this level of security or safety that you want to be feeling throughout the transit of Mars and Cancer. And you won't be very direct with this. I think it'll be a very passive approach inwards to it on how to change things up. So your money's working for you, your friends, you're in a very safe environment when it comes to being surrounded by people you love and people that support you and move you forward. I mean, you could actually get very protective as well of your money. Okay, so watch for that, right? You hoard. It doesn't do anything. Money's got to flow to you and through you, for goodness sakes, in order for it to work. And love does too, for goodness sakes. So we don't want to stop it. We don't want to stagnate it. We don't want to hold on to it too tightly. So pay attention to what you're doing with your finances and in your relationships when it comes to love and money. Okay, let's get to the cards. Okay, so our shadow card is for the month of March. It's tying up loose ends. We have the World card. Very much about tying up loose ends, tearing down those walls, understanding what's been holding you back in order for you to go forward with a clarity, with an understanding. There's all kinds of beautiful, wonderful new opportunities just waiting on the horizon for you. And justice is behind it. My goodness, talk about slam dunk for intense energy for the month of March for you. Justice is about making a commitment. Justice is about not looking for the shortcut. Justice is about cutting away the things that no longer work, no longer matter, no longer have value. And I mean, you'll be looking at value. You'll be definitely looking at value and what has worth. I think we've discussed that with Venus. Okay, so it's a very strong month for you about defining what needs to be, what loose ends need to be tied up. What do we need to deal with in order to not have that burden, that extra responsibility or the obligations in order to go forward. We want to keep that open and keep our energy open for the new things that we are going to be embracing. With justice there, it's about making a commitment to yourself, walking with a sense of integrity, and definitely cutting away what no longer matters. It's huge for you to cut away those things, to allow some kind of deep healing to come in. And especially, I think, when it has to do with groups of people and how you've built a wall because of something that transgressed in your life. It could have been first day of kindergarten that really set those walls on. You don't know, right? Until you look within and understand. But you're being, mid-month, you're being offered that opportunity to truly heal. To tear down that wall. Our first card is the Five of Swords. Well, I would have to say with the Five of Swords, we're standing in our truth here. Make sure it's not ego-driven. Make sure that we're not drawing lines in the sand unless we have to. We have to protect ourselves. So there's a little bit about that safety. Okay, and Mars might make us a little bit too fast to say, no, you're not in my circle anymore. You're not in my circle anymore. And kind of pushing people away rather than bringing them towards us. So, yes, we have to stand our ground, and yes, we have to stand in our truth. But just make sure that you're not making hasty decisions on friendships and environments while Mars is in Cancer there. So that's around the 25th of the month, right? Because we can find ourselves very alone without meaning to. So don't be too harsh. Don't be too judgmental when you are understanding. Okay, you know, who is in your circle and who isn't in your circle. We have the King of Swords. We get determined. We get focused. We want to go forward. And we are thinking about how to go forward. We're thinking about how to build that road forward. I think a lot of things will come into play and will open up to you. And I really do believe a lot of that information will come through groups of people. So get out and socialize. Don't be as single as independent here. But you have to kind of be an independent within a group too, right? So it could be more about standing in your own sense and not allowing people to infringe on the path that you want to walk. So really it's about getting around like-minded people. Really it's about getting around people that are going to support you and help you go forward, because you're determined here to go forward. So the people that are saying no, the people that are saying that's not a good idea, the people that are saying, do you really think that's for you? Or what makes you so deserving of that path? You want to really block those people out. Okay. I really get that as the sense of because it follows the Five of Swords. Make sure that you are allowing in the right people in your life and making sure that you are not allowing the people that have been pulling you down, weighing you down, to insert their opinion to where you need to go and what you need to do. The Queen of Cups is all about loving yourself, understanding that you are deserving of everything and that much more. So it's about, you sit there and you've got this cup in your hand. It's empty right now. What are you going to fill it with? That's what the queen is that's what the queen is contemplating here. Now, it's a guarantee. We do not put anything more into the cup than what we feel that we truly deserve. So this is about loving yourself, knowing that you are deserving, knowing that you are worthy, knowing that you have what it takes to walk this path, believing in yourself, so that you can take a risk on yourself, so that you can fill that cup overflowing. When it comes to work and career, we have a lot of worry, a lot of concern, a lot of... Okay, so that is... we have a lot of really cool things happening here when it comes to work and career. So what's going to hold you back? What's going to stagnate you? What's going to not allow you to tap into that energy that you need to tap into to really go forward? And with Saturn there, it's you have a lot of time. Okay, we've got 3 years, okay, to really work this energy into our path and make it really strong and capable, so we don't have to do everything at once. We definitely didn't run out of time. We have more than enough time to accomplish. So these are probably a lot of the little worries and concerns that will eat away at you and not allow you to really step into that dream, that desire, that goal, that challenge. So pay attention to what the argument truly is in your mind, what the true fear is, what the true anxieties are, and don't allow all these little things to come up. You definitely have what it takes. Otherwise, you wouldn't be called to it. I'll tell you that much. For our relationships strength, it's about being that person that is trustworthy. It's being strong. It's embracing your courage to maybe step into that relationship. Yeah, there's almost like there's certain people that, I don't know, maybe you don't approach for whatever reason. You've got them in a certain category of people, and so you don't feel that you can approach them, and you can. Okay, it's allowing yourself to enter these relationships with trust and trusting them, and allowing yourself to trust them. It's about being strong within the relationship, of not becoming a victim within the relationship. It's about people knowing they can rely on you, your loved ones. I think that kind of goes without saying anyways for you guys, but... And this is, you have the power to grow, to strengthen the relationships that you want to invest in. So once again, we're going to look at our relationships and understand which ones truly we do want to invest in. We do want to strengthen. We do want to grow. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Now this is our spirituality. This is knowing, okay? This is This is almost like your affirmations and stuff should be things that you were saying that they're future tense, but you're saying them in the present moment like they already are a part of your life, okay? That's how you could use the spirituality. um this is believing, this is knowing that the storm is over, this is knowing that it's going to be better energy going forward, it's knowing that there's a certain amount of abundance that nobody could ever take away from you because they're priceless. It's knowing that you can grow your money, your resources to any extent that you want. It's having a calm. It's bringing yourself back down and just breathing and knowing that you are deserving, knowing that you are worthy, knowing that the energy will be getting lighter for you. And then the Nine of Cups for health and well-being. So you should be feeling wonderful. So if you want to lose that 10 pounds, make it a wish, because chances are it'll happen for you. It'll come true. They're listening intently to what your wishes are. So when it comes to your health, your well-being, this is a time when you want to start announcing, I'm going to look younger. I'm going to have more vitality. I'm going to be my perfect weight. I'm going to feel great each day. I'm going to, and make these wishes. I want to join a gym, but I don't want to pay the membership. I did that one. And somebody joined a gym that they can bring a friend, and so they nominated me as their friend. So every time they're at the gym, I can go to the gym. I don't have to pay. So don't stand on ceremony how these things can happen in your life. Okay, we are getting a Nature's Whispers. Oops, look at that. I forgot a card, so it's a good thing I grabbed the deck. Laughter. 47, that's an 11 energy. Laughter, letting in laughter, joy. I don't think we talked about that at all. And of course, that's the thing that raises our vibration the easiest. Laughter breaks up stagnant energy, gets things moving, and helps you relax. Laughter is a powerful antidote to stress, pain, and conflict. Nothing works faster or more dependably to bring your mind and body back into balance than a good laugh. Humor lightens your burdens, inspires hope, connects you to others, and keeps you grounded, focused, and alert. So, of course, through all of this, the letting go, I mean, you're going to have a lot of energy that, letting things go sometimes isn't the easiest of energies, right? But know that you are doing this to invite in the new experiences. But laughter. Now, I think with the laughter, it'll kind of happen anyways when, I think that's part of your empowerment, because really when the optimism really sets in for you, and the optimism and the joy and the wanting to seek knowledge and travel experiences and learning experiences, that's Pluto, that's your empowerment. So of all things, laughter will grow your experience to heights unknown. But it's going to be a wonderful, beautiful, magical ride. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.